on-air reporter, you're responsible for so much. You don't have to have 1,500 brushes to get a makeup application. The makeup part should be fun. Hello, my name is Waltaya Culmer. I'm a makeup artist here at NBC. Today I'm going to show you some cool makeup tips for on-air reporting. I have my friends here, Balm and Seth, and they're going to help me out. When you're in the field, you're not going to have all of this fabulous makeup with you. What I would recommend is, of course, having a good eye cream and a good face moisturizer, a foundation, a bronzer, a really good lipstick or a lip gloss, whatever you're comfortable with, mascara, and maybe a little shimmery eyeshadow. If you're male presenting, just a powder, a lip balm, and a moisturizer, because you got to take care of your skin. The first step in any makeup application is going to be skincare. You want to prepare the skin for the makeup, and so that you have a beautiful application and you don't have any creasing or movement, because cameras pick up every little secret. You want to get a buildable foundation, something that you can make as sheer or as heavy as you want, depending on what's going on with your skin that day. Our next step is Corrector-Concealer. And we want to look bright and lifted and well rested on air. You want to make sure you get right in that inner corner of your eye. It's usually where most of the darkness comes from. When you apply your bronzer, you want to start at your forehead, because that's the area that gets the most sun. In studio, the lights are really bright. So you want to make sure you really get the neck bronze, because that's the area that doesn't get any sun. Now, Balm has beautiful eyebrows, but we're going to fill it in a little bit just to make them a little more defined. And you're just going to fill in the areas where the hair isn't as dense as everywhere else. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of brow gel just to keep the hair in place. When applying your blush, smile. You're going to start at the apples of the cheek and blend up. Especially in the studio, it's very bright, so a little more blush than you probably would think you would wear. That looks great. The next step is eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this beautiful bronzy color. It's shimmery, so it's gonna give a nice little reflecting, and it's gonna make her eyes pop. We need to really bring out the base of the lash line and frame her eyes. We're gonna use a lightweight translucent powder. This is gonna set in the concealer, not change the color of the concealer. I like to use it under the eye, around the nose, in the T-zone. Just the areas you would get shiny, and on the chin. Now let's use some mascara. No eye look is complete without a really good mascara. One coat is good, 3 coats are better. The lights in the studio really will wash you out, so a little more than you would probably do outside. If you're gonna jazz up your eyes, you can go a little bit softer with the lip. I'm not gonna overdraw her lips, but just right to the end, because we still want her lips to be pronounced for camera. Then I'm gonna go on top with a lip gloss. You're gonna do a little more than you would probably like, you know, in your daytime makeup. We're gonna show you how to do makeup on male presenting reporters. We're gonna start, of course, with skincare. We're gonna prep the skin with a little toner. We're gonna go in with a little bit of hydrating eye cream. You do have to do a little makeup. We wanna have him look as polished as possible when he's on set and in the field. We don't want him to read oily on camera. You do need something that's gonna even out the skin tone. We're gonna add a little powder, again, to control the shine on his forehead and on his nose. You gotta hydrate the lips. He's gonna be talking, he's gonna be moving. Now, if he's out in the field, he will probably just use a little bit of powder and lip balm. We are outside, and I wanted you to see our lovely models in natural light as opposed to studio light. You want to make sure the foundation and the powder is perfect for the environment that they're in at that moment. We have a little excess shine. We're gonna blot that out with our powder. We're also gonna touch up the lip gloss. He doesn't need much. And he's all set for camera. Just practice Find out what makes you feel the most confident on camera and just go with that. Remember, it's just makeup. If you want to be a makeup artist in this business, the best advice I can give you is be available, be flexible, know how to be the calm when everyone else is going crazy. When they stand up after getting their makeup done by me and they feel the most confident, that makes me feel good.